Some stories don't live in books. They live in the soul of a city and sometimes in the conscience of a nation. Binodini Dasi was born into poverty in 19th century Calcutta, in a neighborhood where women like her mother lived and worked on the margins of society, burdened by labels they did not choose. From that fragile beginning, she walked onto a stage at the age of 12 and transformed Indian theatre forever, mastering over 80 roles in nearly 90 plays at a time when respectable society recoiled at women performing publicly. Under the mentorship of Girish Chandra Ghosh, she did not merely act, she redefined acting itself, replacing loud declamation with emotional truth, interior silence, discipline, and psychological realism, influencing performance traditions that would later travel across India into theatre and early cinema. She became a prima donna, Draupadi, Sita, Radha, Kopal Kundola, and most famously Chaitanya in Chaitanya Leela, a portrayal so luminous that Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa himself came to watch, was overwhelmed, slipped into spiritual ecstasy, and blessed her with the immortal words, the Chaitanya Hok. In that moment, the false divide between fallen women and devotion collapsed forever, affirming that art itself could be a form of worship. Binodini did more than perform. She made it possible for Indian women to occupy the public stage with dignity, changing social imagination across Bengal and beyond, opening doors that future actresses, performers, and artists across India would walk through without knowing her name. Yet her brilliance was battered by hypocrisy. Society applauded her at night and shunned her by day. She was instrumental in raising funds for what would become the Star Theatre, the crucible of modern Bengali drama, on the promise that it would bear her name. A promise broken, her contribution erased, a body exhausted, forced into early retirement, she did not disappear in silence. She wrote Amar Kotha and Amar Obhinetri Jibon, among India's earliest first-person autobiographical accounts by a working woman, unsparing, lucid, and devastatingly honest about exploitation, class, prejudice, patriarchy, and the cost women pay for genius. Long before feminist vocabulary entered India, Binodini named injustice with clarity and courage. For over a century, Bengal celebrated the theatre she built while forgetting the woman who made it possible. But history, though slow, sometimes listens. Just months ago, the Star Theatre was finally renamed Binodini Theatre, restoring a name that never should have been taken away. Too late for her to see, but not too late for us to remember. Binodini Dasi did not just shape Bengal's stage, she changed how India understands women, art, spirituality, and dignity in public life. The stage took everything from her, and she still gave the nation beauty. Bengal remembers Binodini Dasi. Do you?